She placed the blade an inch above her cutie mark. Started a circular cut around it. Her lungs were working overtime. Dash shouted in pain and tried desperately to pull away, but the braces held her still. Finishing the incision, Pinky grabbed a curved skinning knife from the tray. She worked it under the skin and sliced the hide away from the muscle. Dash ground her teeth as she tearfully watched as her flesh came off. Pinky then moved to the other side and completed the other flank. Once she was done, Pinky held up both cutie marks in front of her friend and started waving them like pom-poms. Dash just whimpered. Her thighs burned. Placing the skin down, Pinky selected a large butcher knife and walked behind Rainbow Dash. Hope you don't mind. I think I'm gonna wing it now. She grabbed the left one and played with it for a second. That's hot. Wing boner. She then stretched the wing out. She brought a blade down at the base. Instantly, Dash screamed out and thrashed her appendage. The movement threw off Pinkie Pie's aim. She tried to hit the mark again, but missed, putting a huge slice in Rainbow's back. Dash, you gotta stay still or we'll keep missing. She took another whack and hit the target. She swung again, blood spraying into the air, but she wasn't getting anywhere. The blade wasn't going to go through the bone. I guess I forgot to sharpen it. I'll try something else, she stated as she tossed the knife over her shoulder, the blade embedding itself into a table. Now, where was I? Embedding itself into the table. The crying Rainbow Dash heard the sound of a metal box. Heard the sound of a metal box opening and closing. Got it! Say, Dash, why do they call it a hacksaw? It doesn't hack. Hacking is what I was doing with that knife. This is a saw. I don't get it. Pinkie Pie. Pinkie placed the tool over the last attempt and effortlessly sailed through the bone and skin. The painful feeling of the teeth grinding and biting into her made Dash want to vomit. She watched helplessly as her wing flew over her head and landed in a fluff on the table. Pinky moved the next and started sawing. Dash didn't struggle this time. She'd given up trying to fight and just cried. Oh, that's sad. Then the sawing abruptly paused. Pinky was only halfway done, the wing hanging off by only a sliver. Hey, Dash, she piped up. Think fast! Suddenly, she yanked the wing as hard as she could. The bone snapped, but the skin held tight. The pole ripped a long strip. God. Ripped a long strip of flesh down Dash's back to her rump. Oh God, that would hurt so much. Oh, you know when you have like a little bit of skin hanging off your thumb and you just like, oh, okay, I'll just take this off, and you pull it a bit and it just like, it's like slices down. It leaves a strip of skin. Oh, imagine that, but down like a meter of your body, or like 2 feet. Oh God. Oh God, I can like sort of feel that right now. Okay. The unexpected trauma caused her body to seize. Well, I bet. She felt like a warm release between her legs as her pelvis tensed up. She pissed herself. Dash's loud, unending melody of pain filled the room. Unable to catch her breath, she blacked out. She awoke with a gasp. The stench of her urine filled her mucus-caked nostrils. She saw very pouty Pinky removing adrenaline needle from her chest, stomping her hooves. Frustrated Pinky said, "Did anybody teach you manners? It's very rude to fall asleep when some pony it said somebody, but I'm gonna change that to some pony. When some pony invites you over and spend time with them, how would you like if I came over to your house and went to sleep?" "Oh, I'm sorry, Dash. You're boring. I think I'll take a nap." You think I like always doing this by myself? I told you how excited I got when I found you were next. I was excited to have a friend here, and then, well, I worked, but no! Oh God, that was horrible. You've got to be inconsiderate. You know, I thought you were tough.
I thought you could handle anything. I've had fools stand up better than you. So, do I have a baby? Do I have to baby you, huh? Is that how you want me to remember you? As a baby?
She stopped to catch her breath. Dash blinked softly and cried. Her back was on fire. Pinky then popped something red into her mouth and she began to chew. She noticed Dash was staring at her.
What? Oh, this? Well, while you were asleep, I got a little impatient and helped myself a sample. I got it from your leg. You're not bad. Want to try some?
Without waiting for a response, she shoved a strip of meat into the revolted Rainbow Dash's mouth. She immediately spit it out. Pinkie Pie picked it up.
If you didn't want it, you could have said no.
She then ate the discarded snotty morsel. Ew. Ew. Bah. Oh, God, if you could see my face right now.
It's not like you haven't had it before.
Swallowing, she then turned to the center of a small can on the tray. She removed the lid, revealing it was filled with burning coals. Sitting on top of the fire were several large nails. Dash began to panic again. Pinkie picked up the can and walked over to Dash's left, carefully picking up a nail, grabbed a hammer. She positioned the spike at the seam between her leg and her hoof. No! Pinkie, no! Dash screamed. No! No! Oh, that sounded pleasurable. Never mind. The hammer came down and the nail punctured her skin. The white-hot burning was too much. Dash pulled and thrashed at the brace. Her skin rubbed and tore. Pinkie tried to line up another one, but she couldn't find her aim. She let out a frustrating grunt when she grunt. When she pulled the hammer back, take a swing. Dash burst out crying, "Please stop! Please! Please stop!" Pinkie rolled her eyes, putting the hammer back down. She walked back in front of her friend and stared pensively at the broken Pegasus. Gilda didn't even cry this much when she had stuck a live parasprite down her throat. Oh God, those things multiply too. Oh God, that would... Anyway. Pinkie thought for... Well, her tongue was cut out. What the fuck? Okay. Pinkie thought for a minute about what to do next. There was a sudden spark in her imagination. Well, a literal spark, I believe. Let's see. She grabbed the gear wheel on the rack. She grabbed the gear wheel on the rack and then laid Rainbow Dash on her back. That rhymes. She moved to Dash's hind legs, bringing the can with her. Pinkie picked up the hammer again, and she drove a searing piece of metal into the bottom of Dash's hoof. Dash screamed again. Pinkie put one into the other hoof. Next, she located the small generator on the tray, tying the copper wires to the nails. She gave Dash a wink and flipped the switch. Electricity rocketed through Dash's body. The blue pony reacted immediately. Body seized, her muscles stuck taut, her hips thrust skyward, and her eyes rolled back. She let out a deep, throat-shredding cry. Deep and throat-shredding. Anyways, Pinkie giggled and danced in place. She turned up the juice. Dash convulsed uncontrollably. Her bladder emptied once more. So she's pissed herself twice. She's pissed herself twice. If I were to write this, I wouldn't even think about having someone piss them. Okay, apparently this document on Google Docs has 12 other viewers. Wow. I'm gonna be keeping a watch on that. Now where was I? After about 5 minutes, Pinkie shut off the power. What? The area smelled lightly of cooked flesh and burnt enamel. She put Dash upright again and tried to snap the delirious, drooling pony back to attention. Dash! Wake up! Rainbow Dash managed to give her a modicum of weak acknowledgement. Macaroni. Sorry, I just had macaroni. No. Weak acknowledgement, yes. Pinkie reached into the medicine bag and produced a large syringe. Alright, it's time for the last round. Dash looked at the needle. Pinky took that as a question to what it was. Something to take the pain away, she informed as she walked around Dash's ruined backside. I broke into song as she walked around. Okay. She informed as she walked around Dash's ruined backside. She stuck the needle into the lower part of her spine. Dash flinched. Anything below your... coming to the front again, she told her friend.
In a few minutes, you won't be able to feel anything below your ribcage. Then you'll be able to stay awake and watch the harvest.
Dash started to cry. Again.
Pinky!
Yeah?
Yeah? I want to go home.
Seriously? You're missing a wing. You have shit driven into your hooves. Both your cutie marks are like... You have parts missing out of your leg. I'm wearing a Rainbow Dash shirt, and I'm just looking at this. I'm like... That's sad. That's very sad.
Yeah, I can see wanting to do that. Sometimes I just want to give up and say, I'm done with this mess, and go to bed. But, you know what? You can't shrug off your responsibilities. You gotta pull yourself up and meet the challenges head on. That's the only way to get ahead in life.
Dash cried. Sadness, okay. Minutes passed and the drug took effect. Dash was numb from her chest to her flanks. Aware of this, Pinky approached with her scalpel. With only a smiling glance to Dash, she made a long cut across her pelvis. Just above her crotch. Oh god. Kinkiness! Just above her crotch. Moving up her body, she drew a similar incision under her ribs. One final cut was made down her stomach, connecting the first two.
Looks like I got my eye on you, Dash.
Are you kidding me? Are you Did she just make that pun? Did the off... Why? Why do you have to... What? Okay. So basically what just happened was from the bottom of her stomach, got a line cut horizontally, just under the rib cage, another line cut horizontally, and then one down the middle. She made an eye. Looks like I got my eye on you. Did you seriously? Okay. With a moist, gooey sound, the new door flapped open. Well, some people would like to use the other two doors, but I guess, Pinky is a little more deranged than, most, fur faggish bronies.